My life is good.
Sometimes it's so crazy and came close to like life and death and so on. What's up, everyone? If you are new here, welcome. My name is Metsihate and welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while and I'm here today, finally. There has been few life updates and we're gonna talk about those actually today. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, welcome again. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. You know, button that looks like this. Yeah. So what have I been up to? Number one update, new job. Yeah, if you have watched that last video when I was in New York, I was actually I looked like I was studying at some point. I was getting ready while I was in the hotel for the interview, which actually ended up getting canceled. But anyway, I ended up having my interview and looks like I did well because I got the job offer, which was exciting, especially to have a job offer during this time when everyone is kind of losing their job. I have been job hunting for a while before even the pandemic. So this was kind of surprising. And I am very grateful that to be able to, you know, find what I have been working hard for. I'm very excited for this new beginning, and but with that new job offer, that takes me to my next life update, which is moving. So I was living in Maryland and the new job is in California, specifically in the Bay Area. So I had to move. That's what happened and why I haven't been pretty much able to do anything, because I was just like,
Oh my god, I got a job, I gotta pack, I gotta move. How am I getting all this stuff? Am I taking this stuff? Am I selling it? Wait, you know, how am I gonna sell it? This pandemic. Are people gonna come and pick it up?
yeah, all of that takes up a lot in your space up here, you know what I mean? This big head, seemingly big head, unfortunately doesn't have a lot of space anymore. So yeah, I have been pretty occupied, but you know, thankfully it's all over now and I am back to California. I have always lived in California until I finished school and moved to the East Coast for like international development jobs, and then that has been like 3 years. I kind of have been all over, but the last 3 years I spent in Maryland, and now I am back in the Bay. Sometimes it's so crazy that I made a full circle only to be back to where I started. So I'm very happy and excited, but that also means resettling activities, apartment hunting, and all that stuff, and especially during this time. It could be tough, but I am grateful that I have good friends that would let me couch surf while I try to resettle. So I'm currently staying with my friend who had been nice enough to host me, and yeah, that's what I've been up to. Unfortunately, I am long distancing again. So yeah, because my husband was taking this course in which he had to finish, so he's gonna be coming in later on, hopefully the beginning of the year. But what else? yeah, so new job, relocation, long distancing again, apartment hunting again. And the Bay Area has changed so much in the last like 4 years. Buildings, new apartment buildings everywhere, which is nice if they were affordable, but you know, really expensive buildings. Just life is so expensive compared to the time that I was here, which is kind of scary, and which is why I am very grateful that I could stay with my friends while I find a good apartment, especially when my husband will be relocating. Our goal is to find an ideal place for both of our jobs. So which is kind of why I'm waiting. Yeah, that's my update. 2020 has been an exciting year for me, and even with pandemic, because like after I left my last job, I decided to go back home to Ethiopia. So, and I haven't been there after like 15 years. If you haven't seen any of the videos, I recommend you. I have a bunch of random videos from visiting family in different parts of Ethiopia and just doing different activities. And so yeah, like I was so happy to be back to Ethiopia after like 15 years. To be spending time with my family, see some friends I haven't seen in years and so on. And I was like gonna come and like, you know, start like fresh from about like my job search and stuff. And then right, like I got back in March, like around the first week of March 9th. And right when I got back is like when Corona was starting, but it wasn't pandemic. And then it was announced that it is now pandemic, and then we start quarantining. And yeah, and like I was like, oops, okay, I'm gonna stay at home again. And then during that time, like I spent a lot of time actually learning about new things I haven't had a chance in the past, or I didn't feel like I cared. And which I'll share in another video, but I started learning about new things, usually on YouTube, and took some course also like about like investment and retirement early and so on. Yeah, I was thinking about retiring early before I even got a job, so and then just, you know, just doing something different. And I was trying to stay positive, and it still was reminiscing about like my time in Ethiopia and so on. And I realized that for the longest I haven't been actually happy living in Maryland. Like I just didn't like it. I don't know what it is. It's just something in the water. I just never liked it, but I wasn't sure where to move. Like my number one choice was like Seattle, because I had lived before moving to DC, and I really like Seattle, how green it is, the weather, and I have good friends there. And I don't know, I just remember having a really good experience during that 7 months, even if I didn't find the type of job I was seeking out there. So I knew that I wanted to move. So I made that like my mission. And the pandemic hit, so it changed everything. And I wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna make the same mistake, which is moving without securing a job. So I was actively seeking for a job in Seattle, and I happened to see this job in California, and I was like, it was the only job, okay? I applied to the jobs in Seattle like a lot, and nobody called me back for interview or nothing. Anyway, I got the job that I applied, the only job I applied in California. So God had a different plan, and I am here. I know 2020 has been a very rough year for many people who had lost family, who had lost their jobs, and came close to like life and death and so on. So I don't want to sound like, you know,
My life is good.
Kind of, but I just want to say that I am grateful. And personally, in my personal journey, I feel like 2020 has been a rewarding year for me. One, because I went to Ethiopia, and two, because I was able to get into like the career field that I have been seeking, and that I am kind of home again, where I have most of my friends and where I'm pretty much familiar in the area, and I didn't have to restart by moving into a different city. I had a couple of interviews in New York too. I was ready to go wherever, you know. When you're chasing your dream and when you have a goal, like, and there's nothing keeping me. I don't have children. I know I'm married, and my husband is also, since he's new to the state, he has been transitioning, so there was really nothing holding us. We were ready to go anywhere. Like, my ideology is like, even if you are not doing a job that you really want, I think you should be at least in the industry or in the area or in the company that will lead you there. That's what I believe. But most of us tend to be stuck for a while just working, you know, to pay the bills, and kind of, you know, putting on hold our aspiration and our career goals. And it was really hard for me to do that. So I'm glad that I am finally rewarded for all my patience and for all my sorrows. And like, I started my year when I left in January for Ethiopia with excitement, and it looks like I am ending my year again with excitement. That's pretty much it. I'm glad I was able to quickly come in and give you a life update. And I hope you guys are doing good. I hope your family is staying safe and well. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed again, and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. And until I see you in another video, bye bye.